Old resale condos can buy or not? That's one of the most common questions I get from HDB upgraders. If your budget is under $1.5 million and you need space, you'll realize that your choices are pretty limited in today's market. Or maybe you're looking to upgrade to a condo in the same neighborhood, near your parents, so that they can help with the school pickup and drop off for your kids. Chances are the condo that check these boxes are already 10 years old or more. Some people see these older condos as great value buys, 便宜又大碗, more space for less money. Others stay away completely thinking they are poor long-term investment. So who's right and who's wrong? Should you buy an old resale condo or avoid it? In this video, I'll walk you through a real-life case study from one of my clients, what issue came up, what we consider, and I will give you 3 tips to help you determine whether an old resale condo is worth buying into. Let's go! Whatever I'm about to share in a second is very important to you, and I guarantee you that when you are going down this path, you will face the same issue as my client. So do yourself a favor, don't skip, don't fast forward, be patient and watch till the very end. Now, some background story. My client is an HDB upgrader with a budget capped at $1.5 million. To buy a 3-bedroom condo within this budget, we only have few options to choose from, and one of them is in the Resale EC segment. Well, why choose a Resale EC? Firstly, if you haven't watched my previous video, I mentioned that Resale EC are actually a hidden gem. They are great for own stay, plus strong potential for capital appreciation, and their prices are significantly lower than the typical private condo. For HDB upgraders, Resale ECs offer a much more affordable entry point, making it easier to step into the private property market. So before heading out, we had already done the project analysis and shortlisted 2 projects for on-site visit. But then the theory and the reality turned out to be very different. How is that so? Now the first surprising point is that even though the project we shortlisted had over a dozen listings online, in reality, there were only 3 units available. How come only 3? Well, some units had already been options and waiting for buyers to exercise. Well, some listings were duplicated because multiple agents are marketing the same unit, while other listings had timeline issue, meaning that the seller's timeline cannot match ours. After filtering all that, we were left with just 3 listings. Trust me, those of you who are watching right now, if you are looking at resale listing online, you will face the same issue as us. The second surprise came in the actual viewing appointments. When my client and I arrived at the first project, yes, the location was convenient and the unit we saw were generally fine, but then the space was too cramped. It was a compact unit without a storeroom, and for a family of 3 plus a helper, it just felt very tight. Besides the interior, we also noticed that the exterior facade of the building had visible stains, probably from rain streaks and sun exposure. It made us go,
this project is only 6 to 7 years old, but it already looked this worn out. Can still make money, meh?
It wasn't exactly pleasing to the eye, and it seemed like the condo maintenance wasn't up to par. Honestly, that was a little turn off for us. How could the on-site reality differ so much from what we analysed on the paper? 不应该是这样啊. The next project that we went to was in a similar position. Although many listings were shown online, there were only 2 to 3 real units for sale in reality. Long story short, the 2 great projects we shortlisted did not have many choices to choose from. And judging from the overall maintenance and upkeep, we are concerned about the true potential of the project and long-term livability. So what did we do? We decided to open up our search and look into slightly older condos that were around 10 years old. And guess what happened? Most people's first reaction is, wow, 10 years old ah, must be quite old already ah. But then once again, reality was very different from what we imagined. When we stepped into this 10-year-old resale condo, the swimming pool was crystal clear, well maintained, and the overall upkeep of the development was actually quite impressive. It didn't feel old at all. What is even better, there were many available units for us to view, compare, and choose from. All the listings here were a much better match for my client's family profile. Most of the units here are bigger in space and come with a storeroom, which is perfect for their needs. And here's the best part, the price point is even more affordable than the 2 resale EC we saw earlier. These older condos offer a much better value for money proposition. So the big question is, this older resale condo can buy or not? Before we continue, do me a favor. Tap the like button and subscribe to the channel. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the viewers who reach out to me for your property matters. Thank you for your votes of confidence. And for some of you, pardon me for saying this. I know you have a problem with upgrading, don't know how to analyze and not sure which project is the best option for you. That's why you spend time on YouTube looking for an answer. And guess what? You found my videos. And then you picked up your phone and text me. But I'm curious why you suddenly go missing when I ask for a physical meetup. Now, the reason why I prefer a physical meetup over Zoom is because I want to get to know you better and understand your full situation. It's kind of like going to the doctor when you're not feeling well, right? We have to ask you questions and find out what's wrong with you before we can prescribe anything to you. Likewise, many of you just gave me the condo name and asked me which one is a good option without any context. How am I supposed to know which one suits you the best? Hey guys, I want to empower and value add to your property journey, especially to my viewers. You guys are my supporter in real life. There is no way I'm going to let any of you down. To me, every case is unique and it should be taken seriously. After the meetup, it is entirely up to you. If you feel that I'm not the right fit to help with your case, I'll walk away. No hard feelings and you will never hear from me again. Trust me, you have nothing to lose but everything to gain. Thank you once again. Let's go back to the video. Now, here are my 3 tips if you are considering buying an older condo. Tip number 1 is to buy near HDB Enclave. First thing first, you must understand there are so many different types of property buyers. We have an investor, first-time home buyer, married couple, or even singles. So out of all these people, who has more purchasing power to pay you more? Do you think a young couple buying their first home can pay you more? Or downgraders? They're downgrading to a smaller property, they're taking the money for retirement. Do you think they will pay you more? So which group of people will have the purchasing power to pay you more? The answer is HDB upgraders. Those BTO owners and resale HDB owners have substantial profit from their flats to help them make the jump to private property. This is both a lifestyle and status upgrade for them. They're excited about it, and with that profit from their flat, they'll have a higher purchasing power to pay more. The second thing is that most HDB upgraders I met prefer not to move too far away from where they stay. They want to upgrade to something that's within the same neighborhood. It can be a new launch or resale, as long as it allows them to hang out in the same mall, visit the same coffee shop, go to the same clinic, then those will be the first to get shortlisted. Another reason is that people want to stay near their parents. Whether it's the parents or children living in the condo, the priority is to live closer so that it's easier for them to visit their parents, or vice versa, the parents can help to look after the grandchildren. Just like my client, they are open to buy an older resale condo because it is in the same area where they stay and near their parents. They can bring their kids to visit the grandparents anytime, and the grandparent can also help to fetch the kid from school as well. So the first tip is to make sure you pick a condo that's near HDB Enclave. It is okay even if the resale condo is slightly older, because there will always be a healthy, organic and genuine demand from these local upgraders to buy from you next time. Now, tip number 2 is to buy something practical and functional. Continue from tip number 1. How do you then attract these HDB upgraders to buy from you next time? How do you make this older resale condo unit stand out from the rest of the competition? The answer is to buy something practical and functional. HDB upgraders are usually a family of 3 to 4 plus a helper, and they need space. So when you're choosing a unit, always go for the bigger 3-beders that come with a proper storeroom, yard area for laundry, as well as decent room sizes. And if your budget allows, try to go for a 4-bedder instead. It is even better due to the limited resale supply, because most people buy for long-term family stay. The listing aren't as much compared to the smaller units. On the other hand, avoid buying those compact units without a storeroom and proper yard area. The reason is pretty self-explanatory. Most families cannot stand living in an 850, 925 square feet unit, no storeroom, where to keep their barangs. And seriously, it feels very cramped for 4 to 5 people to live in such a small unit. To add on, avoid buying units with older layouts that come with high ceilings, bay windows, super big balconies and planter box. No one will pay for the space that they cannot use at all. I repeat, tip number 2 is to buy something bigger, something practical and functional to what a family upgraders would want. A 1044, 1055 square feet units that come with storeroom and yard area is preferred. If your budget can stretch, try to go for a 4-bedroom unit. Avoid buying those compact units with a lot of unusable space and you're good to go. Now, even if your condo is slightly older, trust me, it will still appeal to the family upgraders to buy from you next time. Tip number 3 is to ensure that the project has at least 500 units or more. What do I mean? The old resale condo that you're looking at must be at least 500 units or more, and here's why. Bigger developments with 500 units or more tend to have more comprehensive facilities such as full-size pool, gym, tennis court, BBQ pit, and the overall maintenance costs are spread across more owners, leading to lower maintenance fee per unit. With 500 or more units, there is typically a higher transaction volume compared to a boutique condo. I always tell my client this, 没有量就没有价. And with higher transaction volume, you'll slowly see prices stacking up on top of each other. This is also another healthy indicator that gives future buyers more confidence in this highly sought after project among family upgraders. With this factor checked, older resale condo can also enjoy a more stable price growth and long-term appreciation potential. Now, coming back to the big question, old resale condo can buy or not? My answer is Yes, if you need bigger space for your family but are priced out from newer project, an old resale condo with the right attribute can also be a decent option. I know you're concerned about the capital appreciation part, whether it can make money or not. Now here's the thing, you should always prioritize your family needs over everything else. Settle down your nest, make sure your spouse and your kids are in good place, because when your family is well, everyone is happy, money will flow in by itself. It's the law of attractions. As for the capital appreciation part, I say extend your holding horizon to 8 to 10 years and you will definitely see the price going up due to asset inflation. Let's say you're lucky, your property managed to make a paper gain of 200k in 3 years. If you want to sell, you just renovated the house, your family just settled in and get used to the new home. Would you want to sell at this point and disrupt the peace in the family for that? No, most people would not do that. Of course, making money is shook lah, but most people that I know value stability and peace in the family more than all these things. That's why I say, if you are going to buy a resale condo, especially a slightly older one, pick something classic, something that will never go out of trend. Then set your mindset right. Focus on your family needs first. Don't worry too much about the appreciation. It will come. I hope you gain more clarity on whether should you buy an old resale condo or not. If you need help, do contact me at this number. I'm more than happy to be part of your property journey. That's it for this video. See you in the next one.